Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker, founder of Shaman Weaver. I can't say it. So, hi. So I am so excited that I really can't talk, and that's very unusual because I'm quite a talker. And why I am so excited is because, well, I'm an education junkie. I love to learn. So this morning, I saw a little thing. Michael Beckwith was doing something at noon. So I hopped on to see what he was talking about. Guess what he was talking about? Shape shifting. So that just made me really excited because if you are in when you are in vibrational alignment, people start talking your language. Hi Amber, thanks for joining me. So he's talking my language because what I believe and what we all know already is that everything is energy. So we take, I'm going to use a recipe because I like the idea of a recipe for success. So when we take a recipe, we take a little of this and a little of that, and we shape shift it into something else. Okay. Every day we shape shift. You shape shift tons of times every day. You shape shift yourself from a sleeping, recumbent person to a vertical, maybe semi-awake person. And this is what we do all day long. You go from being drowsy to being awake and alert. That's a shape shifting. You take food, you take water, and you add something to it like tea or coffee. You make it into a beverage, shape shifting. This is a very common practice. It's not something unusual for us. Where we get into what we think are challenges is we don't apply that thing that we do every single solitary day over and over and over and over and over again. We don't apply it to our everyday life. We don't go, oh, I just shape shifted water and tea into a hot beverage for me to drink. That's not part of our consciousness. It's part of our unconsciousness. We've actually been trained out of paying attention to this, because intuitively we know what to do. Hey Siobhan, nice to see you. So we've been trained out of our intuition, which takes us out of normally shape shifting throughout the day, throughout the year, throughout the decades, throughout our lives. We come to places, like like being able to walk and be a toddler. The reason they're called toddlers is because they wobble around, they toddle around. We get better so we can walk. Then we learn how to walk and run, and hopefully you learn how to dance. That'd be good. So we shape shift our very own selves. We shape shift our bodies. I go back and look at photos of myself, or you do it for yourself. 10 years ago, you are not that person. But it's not in our consciousness. Not only that, but no one wants it to be in our consciousness, because if we realize that we can shapeshift everything, we're not victims. We do not stay in that mentality of this is happening to me. We come to a place where I call them blessings. Blessons. It's going to be a cheer. I'm going to be a cheerleader for blessings, because they're blessings as lessons. So when you have, just grasping that is an incredible shape shifting. Thanks for the love. That shape shifted even to a bigger smile. So when we recognize that from inception, think about it, in utero, all that stuff that happens to take a little sperm and a little egg to make you. That's a tremendous amount of shape shifting. And then we start walking around. We do the same thing for a while. We toddle around, we get bigger, we throw things, we learn how to catch, we do all of that. But we're trained out of paying attention to the fact that it all comes from within. So there's Michael Beckwith talking about envisioning. Oh, and I just want to speak for a moment about the transformation that he went through. when you're doing a shape shifting. It's a really useful thing to show people. So you've seen me get more bold, more brazen, and wait for it. But you've also seen me do other things, the keto, the skinny jeans then. And I haven't done the photo because I'm waiting for the weather. So as soon as the weather gets sunny, you'll see my skinny jeans. So, but these are shape-shifting events. We just don't talk about it like that. So when we come to a big thing in our lives, when we come to something that seems large, like continuing to be a spiritual entrepreneur, it's an amazing thing. I set my own timetable. Now I'm going to the next level. So I can't use the same old behavior from then to take me to that next level. So you see me showing up. This is a shape shifting. You see me putting out videos. You see me shape shifting. And if you look back a few months ago to the winter ones compared to the now ones, there's a shape shifting in there. So I'm going to be your fearless leader who shows you what it looks like for me. Now, what I would love you to do is to figure out what is it that you, one thing only, that you would like to shape shift. I'm creating a course, and we are going to use a tool that takes you from separation to connectedness, boom, like that. And you can do it over and over and over and over again, as many times as you want, focusing on anything that you want to know about. So how good is that? Good or good, right? That's good. And the beautiful thing, Siobhan says, making changes right now. Yes, in the moment. There's no other time, is there? So I want to just put a plug in for you staying connected here, learning little by little, taking those amazing videos about protection. I'm about to put up one about burden baskets. Use the tools that I freely give you. Use those tools. And when you're ready to take the next step for some mentoring, some getting together, some looking at what's right for you, because I want you to have a template out of this that you can use over and over and over. You know, there's 9 billion people on the planet. You cannot continue to be a student of just one person. You've got to learn from this person here and that person there, heal with this person, do this with this person. It makes you the full container that you are, because one recipe isn't going to do you for the rest of your life, isn't? Can you imagine eating the same thing every day, as many times as you want to eat in a day? That just sounds awful. So, so learn, receive the gifts of being able to be on this amazing planet where abundance is everywhere. You know, I walk outside, there's an abundance of weeds out there making up cozy with my other plants. So I disassemble them, I disentangle them, just like you're going to disentangle your beliefs, because the same old beliefs are not going to support the new you. So over the course of this past few months, as I've been looking at what do I believe, because we know that our beliefs are the fuel for how we are in the world. They create us. So just take a moment for that and think about that. Let that settle in. And what we do in shamanic shapeshifting is we look at those beliefs. We look at, do they serve you? Are they for your highest and best or better? And we dispel some and respell others. Because when you are looking for a new way of being in the world, that old belief isn't going to do it. So you have to upgrade your beliefs, and you actually, it's important. Now, this is what shamanism is so amazing about. It's important that you actually take an action step. We are physical beings having a spiritual experience. All the intellectual information in the world is not going to do it. You actually have to do something. And what you turn into over the course of 6-8 weeks is you turn into a visionary for your life. How about that? You become the enlightened spiritual warrior. Just don't tap in every once in a while and go, oh yeah, I'm here for that. You actually embody that. Not only that, but you learn from each and every module, because each and every module, we do a journey. You connect with your guides. So you get a lesson. Not only that, when you set an intention and you learn a lesson, you have the opportunity to heal something. Now, here's the beautiful benefit of that. As you heal, so do the 7 generations behind you and the 7 generations in front of you. So if that isn't enough motivation for you, then look deep and see what is. Not only do you get a healing, but you also become the magician in your own life because you take an action. These actions are not monumental. They can be done in 30 minutes or less, so that you vision your life. You take part in it. You participate. Life is a participatory event. It's just not filling yourself up with information or whatever and hanging out. You got to get out. So here I am, getting out. And then you learn, you heal, you grow, and you evolve. That is shape-shifting. So I love that. What I want to do just in the end, because I want to go back and think about this for a second. So this is going back 13 years to 2005. So I wrote Practical Shamanism. I wrote the book then. I published the book. I reprinted and added onto the book, making it Journeys of Transformation. But what I want you to see is that what comes around goes around. So here we are. The work in shamanic shapeshifting is practical. It's for your everyday life. It is woo-woo, but it's woo-woo, and bring it down into this world. As above, so below. So you create in the spiritual realm, in the ethers, in non-ordinary reality. You bring that back into the practical world because we're spiritual beings having a practical physical experience. So without us, spirit cannot eat ice cream, cannot manifest, none of that. So when you open your heart and shapeshift, spirit moves through you. Your life changes, your life gets better. And you know what happens for me? I get to watch and I get to gift you with a template that you can use over and over and over again, because it's not important to stay a student. You learn, you grow, you evolve. And so you get to be a student, but not for long. Then you grow, you evolve, and look, you become the mentor. You become the one who holds out for others to grow and learn and exchange and love. So that's it for today. Blessings, everyone. Love you. See you. Bye.